Today I'm spinning some yarn on Matilda, who's my second Canadian production wheel, the first one being Matilda. Now you'll find loads more better videos than this online about Canadian production wheels and lots in Ravelry, but I wanted to particularly introduce you to how I use mine. So Matilda, as I said, was my second wheel. I'd wanted a Canadian production wheel for ages and ages, years and years. I kept looking at them online and they're just so pretty. The large wheel, I liked the colour of the wood, the metal, I don't know whether you can see down there, the metal treadle. And on the Ravelry group, I contacted people on there to see whether anybody would be willing to ship one over from America, because they are, well, Canadian, Quebec wheels, and nobody really was willing to do it, and it would have been horrendously expensive and risky that the wheel might be damaged anyway. But luckily, a very nice lady from North Wales who was downsizing contacted me and said, I've got a Canadian production wheel, you can have mine. So a trip up to North Wales to collect the wheel, and that was a Zilda, my very first one. And then believe it or not, about a week later, I was looking on eBay and you'll never guess what I saw. Yet a second Canadian production wheel in the UK, in fact in Wales. Unfortunately, they didn't know much about that one. This was Matilda. She was in pretty much a state when I got her. I mean, I haven't made a very good job of doing her up, but she was in more of a state than you see now. And she needed quite a bit of sanding, re-varnishing, etc. Well, not actually varnishing, I put wax on her to make her into the state that you see now. I absolutely love spinning on these wheels. I don't know whether it's partly because they're old. Something special about old wheels. Well, old objects in general are very different from modern ones, but they feel very different, have that sort of spiritual difference around them. Now the Japanese say, or used to say, that objects that are over 100 years old have souls, and I think Matilda here has a soul. Sometimes I can hear her chatting to me. Unfortunately, since she's from Quebec, it happens to be in French. So I don't speak French, so I don't really understand what she says, but she chatters away. She was born probably about 1910, maybe a little bit earlier than that. These wheels are well known because they've got a tilt tension. Perhaps I better not go into what the wheels are, how you recognise them, because there's a lot more stuff online and how to spin with them, etc. And I'm certainly by no means an expert. But anyway, that's Matilda. The wool I'm spinning, by the way, belongs to a sheep called Bonnet, and she's a sheep that lives at the Woolly Patchwork Sheep Sanctuary in sanctuary near Lampeter. A kind lady called Caroline looks after a number of rescued sheep there. And Bonnet is a sheep who is half merino, which is well known to be a very soft wool, and half, I believe, Shetland. I might have to check on that. She's a Beaumont sheep, and her wool is very soft. And I'm hoping to make this wool into perhaps a scarf or a shawl or something. I think I might keep it for me because it does feel particularly soft wool. I think I'm going to weave it so it needs a bit more twist than perhaps something knitted would. So that's a little bit about Bonnet. Bonnet apparently was rescued by Caroline in, I think, about 2018. She was going to the slaughterhouse because as far as the farmer was concerned, her life had finished. But luckily for Bonnet and also her mother Bella, they were taken in by Caroline. One of the few lucky sheep. I only spin wool and use wool from rescued sheep or sheep that are not associated with the meat industry. They're not bred, and they're also not slaughtered. So no slaughter, no breed sheeps. So anyway, Matilda spinning Bonnet's wool. Oh, I'll show you a little bit more of Bonnet's wool. This is before it's been combed. I usually card my wool. It's more harder to you rather than comb it. It's just the way I prefer to do it. It's a bit prefer to card. I like to comb. So there we are. I'll see you later.